All right, looking back to Saturday, was really proud of our team's effort. We faced some adversity early in the game, losing some players due to injury, and our guys really focused on the game plan, and we were happy with the way we were moving the ball and playing defense. I thought we controlled both line of scrimmages offensively and defensively, and the unfortunate thing is the turnovers really hurt us. When you're in position to score points, we need to do that. But on the positive side, when we got short fields this week, we turned those into points. We had less penalties than we've had at any time this year, and I think that really helped our football team. And then, another big part of the game was, I believe, when they went ahead early in the third quarter or mid-third quarter, and our offense came out and answered with a 12-play drive for a score. That was a big point in the game, and then did enough in the fourth quarter to preserve the win. So happy with that, and now we move forward to Sacramento State.
What did you see out of Austin Gordon, and is that something you weren't that surprised to see?
Well, we felt he's capable of playing at this level. We even gave him an opportunity to walk on here a couple of years ago, and we've liked his progress, and he's really a fine person. He does his job, accepts his role, and works hard every day, and that's when we want to give guys opportunities. And I thought his last two runs were excellent to get the first down, and then we were able to take a knee. But really proud of a young man when he just waits his turn and stays patient, and then when he's called upon, he's ready to go.
Do you know anything new on John?
At this point, it's a day-by-day thing. It's better than we thought it was going to be initially, so we'll see where it goes. We got to make a good decision there when it comes to game time, but he's gonna be back at this year sometime.
Do you have an emergency plan beyond Oliveira and Gordon?
Well, we always work on it. You saw that Norberg got some carries the other day, and you're always ready to do something. You got to be ready, and we work on it. But obviously, we still have two guys healthy, and then John's going to be back at some point too.
Did you notice any difference in the team? I mean, it happened so early in the game, but did you notice any difference in the offense, their body language at all when they saw John on the sidelines, on crutches?
Not really. I think our team had a good week of practice. We really thought we had a good week of preparation, and it may have affected some guys, but we sure didn't see anything different. We talked to our guys about being ready to play, and who's ever in there, we've got to do our best and perform at the highest level that you're capable of performing, and then we accept results.
What do you know about this Sac State team?
Well, I know they're very explosive offensively. They're putting up about 400 yards a game, 250 through the air, and they scored in 12 minutes, scored 20 points to get a win, a conference win this past week. So they're very explosive and very skilled at receiver, and we like their quarterback, 6'3", 200-pound guy that's mobile, and defensively they play real hard. So we've got to have a good week of preparation and really get focused on earning another victory to stay atop the Big Sky standings.
When you go there, that stadium, it's kind of big. There's a lot of space around there. With them being, kind of down a little bit this year, are you anticipating having to create your own energy as you get up for this game? Is that, something that you guys have talked about?
Well, I think they've drawn well their last two games. I've never been there myself, but Jordan Geely, our D-line coach there, so he's very familiar with the atmosphere. It's their homecoming. They've drawn well on homecomings in the past, and we like going into environments that are, that's a good college football environment, and that's what we expect because they've drawn well their first two games, and this is a homecoming game, and we feel like they'll have a good crowd on Saturday night.
How would you kind of grade out what you saw from the new shuffle on the offensive line? You have Rooney at center and Crow pushed out to tackle.
Well, we graded higher than before. We were more assignment sharp, and we got a body on a body, and that's what we were waiting for. And we had seen that in past games. We just weren't at a consistent level that would, stop drives, and then we popped some big plays. When you pop big plays, it really helps you because you score points or change field position or get in position to score. and the explosive plays really helped us on Saturday.
Obviously an impressive win on Saturday, but what's kind of the biggest thing keeping you from pulling away from opponents?
Well, Saturday it was, I think in the first half, obviously turning the ball over 2 times when you're inside the 10, it's hard to pull away from people, and then giving up big plays on defense, and they were difficult. They're a hard opponent to prepare for because you prepare for their run game, which is the best in the country coming in, and then you get in a 2-minute drill and they're throwing it every down. And we knew coming in that this quarterback is very capable of throwing the football. So, it's difficult, and you want to do better in those situations. But we go in the locker room up 10-7 at halftime and left some points on the field. But you got to remember we're playing against a very good opponent too. Second half, I thought, again, we played pretty well with the exception of 2 explosive pass plays that really affected the score. And when you give up those things, it's hard to pull away from somebody.
Is it going to be tough this week shifting over to a pass-heavy team now after focusing on the run last week?
Well, it's always a transition, but that's what I think is fun about defensive football. When you have to adjust to different type of teams, and I think that's what's really fun about the Big Sky and real challenging. We see an option team one week, and we're going to see a throwing team this week. We're going to see no huddle some weeks, and I think that's what's fun about our league, and that's what's challenging.
The team obviously dropped two straight to begin the season, then won 3 straight. Obviously, going forward, there's a confidence factor in winning 3 games in a row and now being ranked in the top 5, right?
Are we ranked?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We don't even worry about that. It's not. It has nothing to do with our preparation. Our focus right now, and you talked about 5 weeks. Right now, I don't even know what happened the last 5 weeks. I know that we've got to prepare for Sacramento State, and that's what's really the focus of our football team, and that's when we play our best, when we can focus on the job at hand. And right now, we got to focus on Tuesday's practice.
Have you taken a peek at the rest of the league and where they're at, everybody's kind of at, and has there been any surprises to you as to what you've seen so far now 2 weeks into the conference schedule?
We look at things in the league, and I look at it just because I'm a sports fan, but it doesn't change. Your focus has to be on your next opponent and your job, and that's preparing for Sacramento State. So obviously I was watching the score of that game on Saturday night late, and this is a team that, we got to really work hard to prepare for them. They're going to have some momentum. It's their homecoming, and they play a lot of young guys, and they're an exciting team to watch, and they play with a lot of heart, and that's what's impressed me about this team.
Have you heard good news on Rooney? Went down late, and what have you heard of him?
Well, he's a day-by-day thing, and that's where we're at. And, once again, we know he's going to be back. That's the good news, but when, we don't know.
One more personal question for you. At corner, you brought in Evan Holm to get some reps. Obviously, Torrey had a strong finish. How do you see that corner spot opposite Deion Harris playing out? Well,
we got to have at least 3 guys ready, and we really are working to develop a 4th guy to come in now that Tyus is out for the year. So we knew going into the game we were going to play Evan some because we know we're going to need him at some point this season, and we just had a rotation set up. And then kind of the way it worked out, we thought he was playing well and solid, and gave him an opportunity to play a long stretch. And just, when they got down into scoring position, we just felt Torrey was the guy to go with.
Everybody good?
We good? All right. Thanks, guys.